Hi, welcome back to Surani Sembang. Here we are on our America Through Surani Eyes show for July the 4th. And I have with me someone who has been living in America for the last 22 years. And she went over when she was in her 20s. Her name is Blanch Monteiro. Welcome, Blanche. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. And wonderful to have you join us. I'd like to say that Blanch Monteiro is known to me, through my sister-in-law, Cheryl Monteiro. And Blanche and Cheryl are first cousins, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Blanche,
Yes.
you are now where exactly in the States?
I'm in Martinez, California. I'm about 45 minutes drive to San Francisco.
Okay. Martinez, California. And how long have you been in California?
Close to 22 years.
22 years. And how did you end up in the United States of America? Perhaps you'd like to share that with us.
Yeah, I have friends that that lives in California and in San Francisco. I was just asked if I would like to come here and probably take a course. So I said yes. So I said I'll give it a try. So I end up coming here, taking a beauty course, which is called cosmetology.
Okay.
So I did that for about 11 months. And I actually, after I graduated, I got my diploma, and I in fact went back because I had really had no plans to stay back. I thought I'd just take a course and go back and probably open up a salon or something.
Right.
So I went back after a couple of months, and I was asked again to come back here to help my friends out on his businesses.
Okay.
So which I did. So I ended up coming back here and decided to help him with some of his businesses. I actually work. My first job here was helping him running a Scottish gift store. Everything was imported from Scotland.
Wow. Okay.
And everything got to do about about kilts and golfing and everything. Yeah, haggis. Yeah, I've tried haggis. And yeah. So I did help him a couple of years, and I also helped him with other business in a fast food restaurant, and that's how I met my husband. He's Laotian actually.
Okay.
I met him after living here for about, I would say, about 3 years or so. So I met my husband, been with him for about 7 years, around 7 years. So we got married after about 5 years. And after a few years, we got through a divorce, and
Okay.
I end up moving out, staying on my own.
So that's 7 years into being in America.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to ask you, your Serrani links. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like your dad's side. He's a Monteiro.
Yes, my dad, I'm Portuguese Dutch. My dad, well, unfortunately, he has passed. He has 11 siblings. He was the youngest.
Right.
And he just passed away last year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Of 11.
Yeah. Yeah. His mother was, do you remember the name of your paternal grandmother?
Yes, Blanch Monteiro.
Okay. Yeah, so you're named after Blanch Monteiro, your grandmother.
Was Benedict Monteiro.
So your grandfather?
Benedict Monteiro. So my grandfather was actually a fisherman in a Portuguese settlement. So he stayed there. He pretty much grew up there also, and he was a fisherman. And after certain years, he was quite bright actually. So they end up taking him out of Portuguese settlement and have him work in abattoir.
Okay, like an abattoir. In an abattoir, yeah.
It's like a slaughterhouse in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
And he stayed in a quarters. It's about walking distance. So he pretty much lived his life all throughout his whole life. He worked there and he lived in the quarters. He was doing pretty well. He worked himself up.
Yeah.
He had mates. He had a big quarters, and he was doing pretty good. And he wanted a wife, so he ended up going to a convent, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how he wanted to find a bride in a convent, and that's how
Yeah.
he met
Yeah.
Blanch Monteiro. You know,
Okay.
was
Okay.
he
Okay.
was working as a nanny at that
Mm-hmm.
time, and that's how he met her, and they got married, and that's how
So that's
he
that's your paternal grandparents. Yeah.
yes, and he actually liked hunting. My grand
Okay.
so in
Yeah.
fact he during his one of his hunting session with his friends or his cousins, he actually passed away in his cousin's house. I'm not too sure. I'm not
Oh,
too Masang was his cousin or friend or distant
right.
relative. So he
Okay.
passed.
Another Sarani surname, Masang.
Yeah, so he actually died at his house.
Mm-hmm.
He got a
Mm-hmm.
heart attack, so that's how he died actually.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And then your mother's side. Your mother is also a Sarani lady.
yes, Sarani. I really don't know much about my mom. She because
Mm-hmm.
her parents died, when she was quite young,
Okay.
and I've asked her, sure, she couldn't really tell me much,
What
but
is her name? Give me a family name.
my
Your mother.
my mother's name is Marina Mariam Skading, and and my grandfather's name was Stanley Skading, and my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother's name was Marcia Vas.
VAS or
VAS
VAZ?
VAS.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And they were from.
you
I
know
remember
about
you
them.
telling me. I remember you saying that they're from Penang, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, from Penang. They were pretty much brought up in the Pulau Tikus area.
Ah, Penang. That's Penang Serani kind of like main compound. I mean, main area.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you.
yeah,
So you've got Malaccan as well as Penang Serani roots.
yeah.
Father Malaccan Serani, mother Penang Serani.
Right.
Okay. So therefore, what kind of devil curry do you cook? Sweet devil curry or sour devil curry?
I like
Because
the um,
apparently
uh,
the Penang devil curry is sweet, right? Or so they
yeah, but
say.
I
I don't
like
know.
between actually. I'm more on the sour side, so I like mine
Mhm.
is in between. My dad cooks a bomb devil curry. My father,
Okay.
he's the best cook ever,
Wow.
though. His devil curry was really, really good.
And
Yeah.
when was the last time? When was the last time you cooked devil curry in California?
Oh, not too long ago, probably about 2 months or 2 months ago.
Okay. So
No,
so
that
you
was
still.
my girlfriend is telling me, no, you cooked 2 weeks ago. I said that was Indian curry. Indian curry. She was mistaken because she had tried all my cooking. She thought, no, that was 2 weeks ago. I said, no, that's Indian curry. 2 months, about 2 months ago. Yeah, all
Okay.
my
So
friends,
so all your friends. Sorry.
all my friends love my husband, all my friends. They love my devil curry because it's different. It's
Mm-hmm.
very
Yeah.
authentic,
Yeah.
very unique. The taste.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you are spreading the love for devil curry, Serrani devil curry in the United States of America. Okay,
Definitely.
so tell me, what was it like for a Serrani girl to find herself in her 20s in America? What was the first feeling? What was the feelings that you had? Can you remember the experience?
Yes. Well, it was pretty sad to begin with, to leave my friends and my family behind. But I know there would be a better future for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so I actually gave it a go. I was still young. I had no not much responsibility back in Malaysia, so I figured, why not, right? It's for the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. I
Yeah.
came here, went to school, got my diploma, and but when I came here, during the first couple of weeks, it was quite hard for me to basically adapt, because it's so diverse here. Everything is just it's so different. The weather and the food and the culture, everything was just different. And it's not easy, I tell you, to make friends here. Also, people are just different here. From like us, we are very comforting and friendly. Here, kind of stuck up a little bit here. The people here, just a little stuck up. So,
Uh-huh.
but uh, if, here's if you like watch the movies, right? If someone move, right, and you have a neighbor or two come with probably a pie or some cookies to welcome us, right, and introduce themselves. None of that thing happened here. Not to me though. To me, every time. None of those experience. I never experienced all
None of
that.
those experiences. Okay. No Hollywood storyline for you.
Oh, so so
Yeah.
and
And
actually, I because it was hard. I have a lot of friends back home, so coming here, so it was really hard to make friends. So I was quite lonely, and I pretty much missed home a lot. Especially the food. Oh, so the food here is different. It's kind of a lot of it is tasteless. Not to my because if you have tried Malaysian food, it's really hard. You know, if you were so immune to the food in Malaysia. But when you move here, it's really hard to adapt, to the taste bud, it's just difficult because of the spices. But
yeah.
all the spices that they use is different, you can find all kinds of spices here and produce that, that you would never see in Malaysia. But
Is it
eventually,
easy? Is it easy for you to do Malaysian cooking? Are you able to find ingredients that we use?
but for me, if I were to make devil curry, I have to go like 3 different stores to find all the ingredients.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's quite a
Yeah,
task to
challenge,
to
basically.
now. It's July the 4th. So you are actually away from home at the moment. You're on a holiday. Is this a July the 4th excursion for you?
No, actually, I sometimes get away. It's just an hour drive, an hour plus drive from home. I just get away with my friend. Would you like me to introduce my friend to her? She have been to Malaysia.
Oh, why not? I mean, like, yeah, bring her on.
Okay, she said no. She said no. And she said no. She's shy.
She's
So
shy. She's shy.
yeah,
Okay. Well, hello, friend, whoever you are.
she
Welcome to
said
come to Malaysia and meet all the Serani people.
yeah. She has been to Malaysia actually. I took her to Malaysia
Oh,
and she did there.
okay, wonderful. So now, 22 years in the States. Do you think that is now your home?
Oh yes, I
Okay.
absolutely love it here. The weather.
Okay.
I have lots of friends now, and
Yeah.
my daughter. My daughter was born here, and whatever I'm doing, everything I'm doing is for my daughter.
Hmm.
So I'm happy with my life here. I would never change anything I have right now. For the world. So
Okay. And
yeah,
does she like devil curry?
you can't stand spiciness at all, man. But you know what?
Okay.
All the smelly stuff like ikan bilis and all that. That's a favorite. Ikan
Oh,
bilis, salt
really?
fish, chicken feet. She love all that, all those.
Okay. Her
I know.
Serrani genes are showing through.
Unfortunately, you can't get to meet her today. She's at her dad.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries. I want to ask you, with the way things are going on in the States, I mean, this year being election year, how are you feeling about it? Are you eligible to vote?
Absolutely, yes. I'm a citizen.
Okay. And how are you feeling about the elections coming up?
I'm feeling good about Joe Biden taking
Okay,
over.
okay, okay. So you're going to be very confident. Okay, well, I think a lot of people are hoping for that to happen.
Definitely, yeah. Good for the best,
Yeah,
all of us, man. In
yeah. It's,
every
it's
aspect
been
of our life, is good for Joe Biden to be in the White House.
okay. And what are plans for July the 4th? Are you going to be eating hot dogs and having fireworks and stuff?
Yeah, So we are actually heading back tomorrow, which is 4th of July, and we are probably going back in the afternoon and probably, just probably we'll
Okay.
be and just relax and probably watch because we can't really, go out anywhere and
Right.
probably stay home and just enjoy the fireworks on TV. Probably, I don't know, have a
Okay.
barbecue or so. Yeah.
Would you like to, is there anything you'd like to say as a Sarani in America to the Sarani people all over the world on July the 4th? Is there any message you'd like to send out to, our community?
Well, if you would like to come and visit America, do so, but do it. I mean, do your visit in California, because I have been to certain states, and I've been to certain states, but the food is totally different from what we have in California. And, we have lots of international cuisine that you can find. A lot of Malaysian restaurants. If you're like homesick when it comes I mean, like, if you're craving for Malaysian food while you're here and stuff,
Right.
and the weather is beautiful here. If you want
Right.
to experience the snow, it's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from where I am. and
Okay. And
and the
where is it
culture.
again you're at? Where is it? The
California.
place?
I'm in Martinez, California.
Martinez, yeah, Martinez in California. Okay,
Yeah.
well, yeah, well, definitely looks like it's going to be an interesting year for everybody in America, as it has been for everybody here in Malaysia with the COVID-19 and with the change of government and with the craziness going on. So yeah, I think 2020 has been basically quite a tumultuous year all around, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. There's been, work wise, and everything has been, pretty much on hold.
Yeah,
We actually
yeah,
bathroom,
yeah.
bathroom. We actually, me and my husband, we run a construction company.
Right.
We specialize in bathroom remodels, but with this COVID-19 going on,
COVID-19.
lockdown going on. Thankfully, by God's grace, business is doing okay.
Hmm.
Hopefully everything will pick up. Eventually, with everyone's lifestyle and
Yeah,
work and
yeah. We got
you
to
know
be hopeful and we got to stick together and help each
yeah.
other out. Yeah. Okay. Well, wonderful, Blanche. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this little segment with me. And I hope to see you again on the show maybe in the future sometime, where perhaps maybe you can share with us some of your cosmetology tips
Yeah,
or,
and
whatever
probably
you have.
share with you guys for my future plans, because I've got my future. I've got plans on doing something on my own. After the COVID,
Okay.
after the all this is over.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will try and connect with you again in the not too distant future. Check on you and see how you're doing, especially
Okay,
when Biden comes in as president. Okay.
absolutely. You do so.
Happy July 4th. Happy July 4th. Safe
Thank you, and
journeys.
good luck on what you're doing, and happy 20th anniversary.
Okay, thank you very much. Take care. God bless. Bye.
Bye bye.